You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, salute everybody tapping in. Appreciate all y'all coming in the building. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on right now. As this situation has turned up, the heat is turned all the way up on this situation right now with Ashlee Jenae, the social media influencer, and her fiance, Joe McCann, or her ex-fiance. RIP to Ashlee Jenae. Condolences to her and her family. And prayers is definitely up on that situation. Um, wow. So Joe McCann, who was the fiance of Ashlee Jenae, he been getting a whole lot of smoke from the general public. A lot of people been out here saying a lot of different things about this man, and he have been getting hell from the public because a lot of people have put a basically responsibility. They put this girl's passing away on his hands without no substantial evidence. It's just been social media people that's been saying stuff, but they hadn't been bringing forth evidence. I'm always a person that, hey man, you got evidence like Chud the Builder. There's evidence of what he's doing. There's videotape. He's in court. They have really had affidavits on this guy. You know, this situation with this man, people was just saying stuff because of their feelings, because of how they felt. They didn't like how this girl came to her demise. I don't like it either. I don't like the fact that she's not here with us. You know what I'm saying? But what you can't do is you can't just go around just putting this shit on people, slandering people, and doing all this stuff. So now what has happened is somebody had peddled a fake tape, a fake video of them in a hotel. This video was fake because I told you guys it was a completely different place. It wasn't even the same hotel. It was a completely different hotel, completely different place. And people were peddling this like it was real, like that was the real video. And a lot of people was posting this on Instagram, on X, on YouTube, and people was talking about it like making it seem like it was real. Instead of you just did a quick check, you would have found out that the video was fake, right? And so now his lawyers have just announced that they're suing everybody who peddled this fake video, and they're going to win a lot of money. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. That's slander. That's defamation of character. You know what I'm saying? And that's slander and libel. That's easy to prove a case like that because that video, all you had to do was look it up, and it's fake. It's not a real video. You can't do that. You can't put out fake videos and then say, "Hey, look, this is what happened to the situation." It's not real. I'm just going to keep it real on my channel. You got to take your feelings out of the situation. Take your feelings that you want justice for the young lady or whatever happened. You want to know the truth. Take your feelings out of it and put reality into it. Reality is the video was fake. People peddled the video like it was real. And now his lawyers have just come out and announced that they suing everybody. They suing the people responsible, and they suing everybody. They already get the people who promoted and pushed that stuff on social media because it defamed this man's character. They already been saying he is responsible for this with no evidence. You just can't do that. You can't put no case on nobody, black, white, nobody, without no evidence. It ain't right. And I know you might say, hey, what they do is, man, listen, two wrongs don't make it right. You always learn that in life. So here's the thing right here. You can't go slandering somebody's name, going out the way to do that, and then say, hey, I ain't know. You got to do your due diligence on that. It has to be enough due diligence done to know. No major media network ran that. If that was a real video, they'd have had it on every major media network immediately. Somebody on Instagram said, yo, this the video. It's a fake video. And then everybody ran with it. The first thing I did when I seen that video, I said, this video fake because this ain't even a hotel. And then I checked. I sourced the video. Once you check the video, it already said that video was a deep fake. It was a falsely created video. It's not even a real video. It's not even a real situation in the video. We don't have to agree to disagree. The law is the law and the fact is the fact. You can't put out a fake video. That video they put out on him, that's not a real video. That's an AI created video. AI is a mofo. AI is a mofo. Because AI, they can make that shit look real. They can make that shit look real. See what I'm saying? And so that right there, You just can't do that to people, man. Real talk. I don't care who it is. You can't do that. You can't put that on nobody and say, yo, that's you. And it's not them. The video is not even real. So now his lawyers say they've gone around and they have a deep investigation into everybody who pushed it, into the people who created it, the people who put it out there, and everybody who pushed it. They say they suing. That's what they said. They said they suing their ass. That's why I told people you gotta check that stuff before y'all run with it, man, because now you don't know if their lawyers are trying to find out who exactly are the real names of the people that pushed this thing. You see what I'm saying? This dude got a lot of bread. So somebody said he looking for bread. He already got a lot of bread. Why is he looking for bread if he already caked up? So he's already caked up. That's why he got his lawyers on it. That's why when a situation like that, man, you ain't see nobody reputable pushing that thing. Like no big major. Think about this. If that video was real, they would not have leaked that video online like that. Somebody would have sold that video to TMZ. They'd have sold it to the blogs. And then the blogs would have went and checked to see if it was real. They would have sold that shit to CNN, to TMZ, or to somebody after they have authenticated the video to check if it's real. There ain't no way that video is getting released like that, put out there to the general public, and everybody say, hey, man, this is a real video. Not happening. Not happening. I know y'all don't like to hear what I'm saying. I know y'all hate that I'm saying this, but I'm just going to be real on my channel all the way across the board. You feel what I'm saying? The same way I'm harsh on the whole situation with Chud the Builder because he's a stone cold racist. This situation right here, bro, you can't put a case on somebody just because. Regardless of what you feel, what you think is what is proven, is what the proof is, right? So that's the thing. You can't just go around here just doing it to any and everybody. You just can't. So now the situation have gotten ugly, man. And whoever did that and the people who pushed it, man, bro, they don't know, man. Matter of fact, let me see. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Let me pull this up for you guys. Hold on. I want to pull this up for y'all. Man, they going in about that. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, man. Straight up. And they got the girl who posted it. They got one of the girls who posted it and was talking trash online. You know what I'm saying? Boy, this is bad news, man. And she got over 1,000 comments. This girl right here, I'm about to show y'all the girl. I'm about to show y'all the girl, one of the girls who was posting it. And his attorney, whose name is Edward Andrew Pautzik, has now said, right, they taking action. Straight up. They taking action. I mean, you can't slander a person without no evidence. I'm sorry. Like I said, you can't do that. You just can't do it. It's just against the law. You can think whatever you want to think. People think anything. But if you can't prove that with actual proof, you can't do it. Point blank, period. And here you have it right here. This person actually posted that video and wrote this comment under there, and they gonna get their ass sued too. They gonna get their hell sued out. All the people that posted that shit, they said they suing. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. Let me pull it up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shit's sad, man. You don't want to see no young lady go out like that, man. It's sad. But then again, you still don't want to see. You still don't want to peddle fake information and put a lie on somebody that's not true. Right? He was cleared in the investigation. Is what's being reported. They're saying he was investigated and he was cleared. Straight up, man. And that's just what it is. I mean, I feel for the lady. I'm not a person who want to see her, like, you know, if something happened to her out of the ordinary, I want her to get justice. I'm not that type of dude. But I'm saying I'm not gonna sit out here and be accusing somebody if I ain't got no evidence whatsoever. Like none. Nobody who was there is saying, hey, this happened, this, none of that stuff. You just had people on the internet saying all this stuff, and notice how all those people slowed down. They probably got cease and desist letters behind the scenes. I'm telling y'all this. They probably got cease and desist letters. You know what come next? That lawsuit. And he definitely gonna win that lawsuit for everybody who pushed that. because you can't put out a fake video. That video is AI. All I did was put that shit in the what you call, and I said, "Yo, is this real or AI?" I said, "This video is AI. It's false." I said, "Damn, they don't put out a fake ass video," and this is the reason why none of the main media. Think about this: if that type of video came out, all the major media networks would have ran that video. They would have all ran that video if that was a video. You wouldn't have seen that video put up by some Tom, Dick, and Harry online, and that shows you people are desperate to try to put a case on this dude. That's messed up. You got to just let it come naturally if that's what it is. But once again, he was cleared. So I try to tell people this, man, right? So they got an ongoing investigation right now. They're collecting all these information, all these people who put this shit out here, man. It's just sad, bro. You know, and I said this the other day when I made the video. When did the first video first came out? When I made the video, when the video first came out, I said, bro, man, that shit fake. Y'all can go look on my channel. It's on my regular videos. I try to tell people, man, you know, you can't do that type of stuff, man. Real talk. That shit'll get you lost a whole lot of money real quick. Okay, mofo send you that paperwork, nigga. You can get, like I said before, to that girl who was on on Instagram, and them people that was on X, they probably already screenshotted, got these people information, and finding out these people's names and locations. See how she wrote that in there? You can't do that. She wrote that. This girl put that on the thing. And see, that's the thing you're saying. And Kenny, here's the thing, Kenny. Let me say this to you, Kenny. Kenny, you aren't there. I wasn't there. We don't know how the girl died. They're saying that is one thing, sir. We can't put something on somebody that is no evidence. You doing that is slander. That's the quickest way to get you sued for whatever money you got if you got any. You can't do it. Because the next thing, like when you say that, if you go to court, they're going to say, okay, cool. You say this, where's the evidence at? Where's any type of evidence that you have that proves that this man's responsible? You don't have none. You weren't an investigator. You weren't there. You weren't anywhere. None of these people that's reporting were anywhere there. None of them. The African lady, she don't even live over there. She's all the way in the UK somewhere. Talking about, I heard this, I heard that. Imagine you listening to somebody who heard something that went between 2 or 3 or 4 people. By the time it gets from the first person to the 5th person, the whole story don't change. So once again, when you ain't got no eyewitnesses, nobody there on the scene, nobody saying, yo, yeah, I witnessed this, man. This, you know what I'm saying? You just can't do it. You can't run with it. It's something that you cannot run with, man. You know, it's diabolical work, man. And you don't want to see, I don't want to see my brothers and sisters, you know, get sued over this type of stuff, man, without no type of, you know, you ain't got nobody that's out there that's, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up, you gotta look at it. Like I said before, man, you gotta look at it for what it is. I be trying to tell y'all this, man. You did? So I pray she get her family find peace. I pray if it was any foul play that they find out exactly what happened. But I don't want to just throw out allegations against nobody, man. It's a word called karma. It come out against you if you ain't got no real smoke with it. The biggest detail should have been this, y'all. If TMZ, CNN, or one of the main news stations ain't touching it, and it's been 24 hours, it ain't real. It ain't real. It ain't real. Because go back and think about the Diddy tape. They had to get clearance to figure out that Diddy tape was real before they ran that shit on CNN. You think they're going to put a tape up there that's a fake tape on CNN? No, they're going to vet that tape. Same thing with CNN. TMZ, excuse me. They're going to vet that shit. They're going to vet that tape because they got to cover themselves from lawsuits. The era we live in now, you can do an AI video, put it online, and anybody believe it. You can just say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, he did that. Like, look at this girl, what she wrote. She wrote she was seen here running for her life. Now social media got even more questions because people are saying the blank claims might not be adding up. And see, that's how lies get perpetuated. She's perpetuating this all off a lie. Her statement right there. Right? So, and then it's 1,222 slanderous comments. So if you got 1,022 comments on IG, you know how many views she probably got? Like 60, 70, 80, maybe 100,000 views.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.